They trust you, John. They will follow you.
Trust. In this video, we're going to analyze a key line from His Dark Materials episode 4. Why? Because the line we're talking about here, it's going to pay off twice this season in major ways, but don't worry. I'm not going to tell you exactly how. Just trust me. This video should be safe for everyone to watch. At least, I hope so. That's what it's meant to be. Here's the line that we're going to analyze.
I know who to trust, Father Corum.
But if you're wrong, you could do yourself damage.
I do myself more damage not trusting anyone.
The concept of trust. We've heard the word trust referenced 20 times already in the show adaptation of His Dark Materials. First, from Ma Costa to her son's demon, Lyuba.
I welcome you in your settled form to my family, my boys, and my trust.
In the beginning, Lyra trusted Mrs. Coulter.
You must trust me.
I trust you.
But Mrs. Coulter lost Lyra's trust by trying too hard to mold Lyra into someone who she is not.
Who looks for people when they're lost?
Lyra, did you not agree to trust me?
Mrs. Coulter also lost Lyra's trust by spying on her.
He can separate from her. Now do you see why I don't trust them?
The Master trusted that Mrs. Coulter would keep Lyra safe.
Just tell me where she is.
I left Lyra with you. I trusted you to look after her.
But the Master's trust in Mrs. Coulter backfired, since Lyra stopped trusting Mrs. Coulter and ran away. Then the Egyptians rescued Lyra, but Lyra felt like a prisoner with them as well.
I can't ask you to trust us, Lyra. I can only hope we'll earn your trust.
And remember what Lord Asriel had told to her in episode 1.
The Master. Can we still trust him?
I don't trust anyone.
Don't trust anyone. So Lyra's being held by the Egyptians, and they are good, but she did not trust them because they wouldn't tell her why she was so special to them. But as you just heard, John Fa did say that he hoped to earn her trust. That was a step in the right direction, so she gave them a chance.
They want to get their children back. I think we can trust them. And I never thought that about her.
But that could only last so long because
I don't know if I can trust you. How am I supposed to trust you when no one tells me the truth?
So Ma Costa told her the truth, and in effect, she earned Lyra's trust. That's the first takeaway. You can earn someone's trust by telling them the truth. We'll get back to this. Later, Lyra realized that Father Corum did not want anyone to go after Mrs. Coulter because it would have endangered Lyra. That love and compassion for her, it earned him some bonus points of his own, and as a result,
The Master at Jordan gave me something. He told me not to tell her about it, but I think I can trust you.
Lyra decided to open up a little bit. She told Father Corum that she had an alethiometer. And opening up worked out, because Father Corum knew a little bit about reading alethiometers. Not much, but it was enough for Lyra to finally figure out how to use it on her own. So her trust paid off. That brings us to episode 4.
I need to know if I can trust in your readings of the alethiometer.
The Egyptians need the help of the witches, and the consul is the only way to contact the witches. But
He must trust us first. But if he does, a witch called Serafina Pekkala will surely come to our aid.
with her help, we will find the children. Father Corum also says to follow his lead and keep the alethiometer hidden from the consul. But Dr. Lancelius, the witch consul, he calls it out. He says,
I understand you are in possession of an alethiometer.
I have eyes everywhere in Trollison. And look at Lyra. She looks up at Father Corum, who had just told her to keep it a secret. But then she tells him the truth.
Yes.
Why? Because the goal is to get the witches. Only the consul can contact the witches, and Father Corum had told her that she would need to earn the consul's trust. And if we go back, Ma Costa and the Egyptians had earned Lyra's trust by telling her the truth about her mom. So Lyra did the same. She told the truth and she earned the consul's trust. Now check out this bit here, which is a little different from the books.
Do you possess the books of readings?
In the books, Father Corum actually tries to lie and says that they can't read the alethiometer. But Lyra then notices the agitation of Dr. Lancelius' demon, and she says,
I can read it.
You are very wise to say so.
So that's her first big win with trust. She earned the trust of the Witch Consul. So he then gets in touch with the witch, Serafina Pekkala, who sends her bird.
The Witch Consul must have passed on our message.
Serafina Pekkala will support you in whatever route your path takes.
But we're not even close to done yet. Lyra then goes by herself to help Jörg Byrnison get his armor back. And Farda Coram is like, Lyra, the way you spoke to that bear, he could have torn your throat out. To which she replies, and you could have imprisoned me and sold me back to Miss Coulter. I know who to trust, Farda Coram.
And if you're wrong, you could do yourself damage.
I do myself more damage not trusting anyone.
Whoa, the little girl dropping wisdom on wise old Farda Coram, right? Yes and no. Keep your ears open for the word trust for the next couple seasons. In very explicit ways, it's going to play a role many times over, including some of the biggest moments of the story. But you don't have to wait. In Season 1 alone, expect to see 2 major payoffs to this line here. One that backs Lyra, and one that backs Farda Coram. Because they are both right.
Lyra, trust me when I tell you, it's within us to beat these people.